Hello everyone and welcome. It's Crafty Carol here from Northern Ireland with another little project for you. And I've been looking at and playing with this lovely Notes of Nature stamp set. And it's got some lovely background stamps and it's got some pretty flowers, different flowers and leaves, nice little sentiments. Today is all about you, happy birthday, just a little note to say hello, thanks for making me smile. This stamp, which I'm Field Notes, don't know, I'm not sure about that one, but it will make a nice background. It does come with these dies and I really wanted to play with those to see what this one looks like, and I'll show you in a minute. There's also this long, big, tall leaf die as well, which is interesting. I'm not sure about that. The various little dies, I've got some of the stamps out actually. These obviously cut these stamps, but there's also additional leaf dies which are very useful. I've actually used them in one of the cards you'll get free if you order from me during March in a tutorial pack that I give away for free if people order from me. So I'm not going to say any more about that one obviously, but I need this little stamp. Let me just get this one out as well, because I'm going to use that as a background today. I think, yes, I probably will. Let me just find a block for it. Oh, running out of blocks. Hang on. I'll reuse it on the back of that one. There we go. So I've got some of these stamps out and I've already die cut that die I was showing you, the one with the holes. And it actually, I hope this will come into focus, it actually cuts a little tiny sort of dotted line up so you could tear this part of the card off. Bit odd, but I think it looks quite a nice little pattern. But to me on the white side, you can't really see it too much. So I cut these 2 strips of bubble bath card because I thought if I fitted one behind here, it would just show through and give a little bit of colour. So I'm going to do that now. Now, obviously I can't just put glue along the whole strip because it will come through the holes, and that's not a good idea. So I'm just going to put a little line of glue, if I can get some out. My usual problem, it seems to stop working as soon as we turn the camera on. A little line of glue either side, plus a little bit across in these middle bits. And then I can stick that piece on and it will show through the back of the, try and get it straight, there we go. It'll show through the holes and cover the holes, but it won't, I haven't got glue through there. So there we can see. And I think it just adds a little bit to have some colour coming through. And because I've got a strip now on the front of the card and it looks a little bit odd, I thought I'll have the same strip on the back to make a bit of a decoration on the back. Instead of putting layers inside the card, I'm just going to put this strip on. Oh, now the glue's coming out in ridiculous amounts. So I'm going to match it and put it in a similar place at the back of the card. There. Oh, moved too much because it's too gluey now, that bit. Leave it to dry. So you can see now I've got that through the front. So I'm going to decorate the front and I'm going to stamp my sentiment first while that just dries a little bit. Got a spare strip here of just one of my offcuts I always keep because they're brilliant for sentiments. So I'm using, today is all about you, happy birthday. I'm going to put it about here. So I'm just going to trim this. I'm not going to cut it out with a die or anything. I'm just going to trim it to put on the front. So that's that one. I'll just clean that stamp. There we go. And I shall just do it, I think, with scissors just to trim it off. So we'll have much the same distance the other side. And I'll probably put, actually I might just trim the end off because that to me, I've stamped it a little bit lower down on there. So I'm going to trim off just the end, which of course we can with our wonderful trimmers. We've got the lines on the board that help us line it up properly. Hold it down closely and cut off that bit I don't want. There we go. That I am much happier about. I'm just going to, I think, which way should we do the ends? As a pointy end or a flag end? Let's first of all, tell you what, I'm going to just test it against this. Yes, I can have it across there, but I think perhaps, actually I'm going to cut that off straight there and just point this end in, just flag it in here. because then I can have it coming through. I'm not quite such a big flag as that, perhaps there. That's better. Right, because then I can have it coming through between one of the holes here or just over here, and that's, yeah, doesn't take away. So I'm happy with that, just flagging one end. But this is going to sit up above a pattern, and I wanted to show you just different ways of doing that. And I'm going to make this quite a subtle card. I've used bubble bath, so I've got bubble bath here. I've also got out soft sea foam, which is our palest and very beautiful green, and grey granite, because I don't want too much of the sort of dotty bits to show. And I'm actually even going to stamp those off. So I'm going to get myself a scrap bit of paper here. Open my ink pad, and then I'm going to stamp it off. So I'm going to ink up the stamp off, because I don't want too much of the grey, and then we're just going to have stamp off each time. Just going to randomly, I love splatters because you can make a mess with them and it doesn't matter, but I just want them, I hope this is, I'm doing this such a pale card, I'm hoping it comes out. So I'm just putting a sort of splatter pattern around there where I'm going to have my sentiment. So that was my grey granite. And then I'm going to stamp my leaves in soft sea foam and my flowers on the other side of there. Just clean that stamp. My flowers, in fact, I can take that off now because I've used it. My flowers in bubble bath. So I'm going to do my flowers first. And I just want these sort of poking up above the top here. I'm going to have some leaves as well, so I need to leave room for those. So we'll have some at the top there and some coming out of the bottom here. And in soft sea foam, we will have some leaves. Now, my only slight criticism of this set is that the leaves are quite big against the stamp here. Now, you can see they're very faint. They're just veined leaves, but that's what I want. I want that sort of, just that feel around the sentiment that I'm going to put across the middle there. So, of course, you could colour these in and make it much brighter, and there's much more going on. I don't want to. I want to keep it really, really, really subtle. And then inside, I'm going to do the same thing with the flower and the leaves. So I shall have my leaves going across like that. Actually, I should have had the leaves on the inside and then the flower, but never mind. I also need an envelope. I thought I'd got some envelopes. Oh, yeah, I did. Put them over there, because I'm going to do the same thing on the envelope. So while I've got the ink pads out, I might as well do that. So we're going to have the leaves. And we're going to have, should I stamp it in the right stamp pad? We're going to have the flowers just across there. There we go. So I'll have the same in here. There. So that is just my stamping done. So let me just close these and get them out of the way before I lean on them, knock over them, put the card in them, all those things that you can do and mess them up. Clean those stamps in a minute. And I'm going to use inside, let's take that stamp off so I've got a block to use. I'm going to use inside the thanks for making me smile, because I just think it's lovely. So we're going to use thanks for making me smile inside the card. And I'm going to stamp that in grey granite. Thanks for making me smile. Card inside, a little bit of decoration with the strip, and then this beautiful soft outside. Simple finish. I am just going to pop up this sentiment on some dimensionals. Move all these things out of the way. I've got so much stuff here. Where's my dimensionals? Lost them. Still in the box. They're no good in a box. Usually have them out because I'm usually using them. So you can see this is scrap card. It's got a bit of a mark on the back. Doesn't matter, nobody sees that. So a couple of quick dimensionals. And I shall place this across. I didn't quite line that up with my hole there, but it will just fit there, so that's okay. Probably should have lined that up slightly better. Ooh, let me just straighten that. That's better. There we go. And that's all I'm going to do with this card. Sometimes less is more. We could put gems on. I could add some ribbon. is going to be too much. I just want this to be a really subtle little card. Today is all about you. Happy birthday. You make me smile. Thanks for making me smile. And this nice, really subtle stamping. So a really simple card for today, but I hope you like that. Sometimes we all need some really simple, easy cards. Let me get it in the middle so you can see it. And sometimes we just need simple cards. All of the measurements, all of the instructions and details of these products I've used, this lovely set and bundle with the dies, they are all on my blog at craftycarolscards.co.uk, and I will see you again soon. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and bye for now.